What's Lowdown, and I'm back here with another video. Now let's talk about Joe Joyce and Daniel Dubois, who are currently in talks to have a showdown in the spring, summer of this year. Frank Warren released a statement about it, I believe it was a week or so ago, so I'm just catching up really with all the news. But yeah, I think this is great news if it does happen. Joe Joyce and Daniel Dubois makes all the sense in the world for this fight to happen, man, and I'm really beating the drum for it. I want to see it happen. I think Daniel Dubois is ready to take on somebody like Joe Joyce, and I think Joe Joyce would be up for the challenge as well. But I think with him, he's going to want, he's going to want to get paid. Let's be honest, man, because he doesn't need Dubois as much as Dubois needs him. Although it is an attractive fight and one that would, be a very good scalp on Joe Joyce's record, he's going to look at it like, on the European fringes already about to fight for world level. If I fight Daniel Dubois, he's only really British level, even though we know he's better than British level. But Daniel Dubois is like British Commonwealth. He hasn't fought anybody of that sort of stature yet. And Joe Joyce has, he's fought better opponents than Daniel Dubois. He's a lot older than him, so he'd be consider himself, taking a slight step back if he goes and fights Daniel Dubois, who's less in his development in his career than Joe Joyce. Now we know that Daniel Dubois has the potential to go all the way, and many people are expecting him to. But as of right now, Joe Joyce, yeah, I'm pretty sure that he'll be looking at it like, I could be, trying to fight the likes of, whoever's in the heavyweight top 10. We've got loads of guys. Take your pick. Dylan White, Alexander Povetkin, Andy Ruiz, whoever. Joe Joyce will be looking at those type of guys. But yeah, Daniel Dubois is on the way up, and Joe Joyce he'll be looking at other fighters. So with Daniel Dubois, I mean, it's a great fight for him. One that will, if he does win it, and if it does get made and he does win, then it will put him really up there now with some of the contenders of the heavyweight division, because that's what Joe Joyce is. So I think for this fight to be made, Frank Warren is going to have to dig into his pocket. It's clear that Daniel Dubois is his meal ticket. It's clear that Daniel Dubois is the guy that he would want to develop a lot further than Joe Joyce. Even though Frank Warren represents both fighters, it's clear that he's favouring Daniel Dubois. So Sam Jones, who manages Joe Joyce, has said that they need to be paid adequately, and I agree with him. I think that they do need to be paid adequately, because Daniel Dubois is going to have to, he's going to have some of these sort of fights soon. He ain't going to be able to keep fighting the likes of Ebenezer Tetes and, the Fujimotos of the world. I think this year people are going to want to see him in. Not going to want to see him in with the likes of like the top 5 or anyone like that, but I think against somebody like Joe Joyce, that's a reasonable step up and a good learning fight for Daniel Dubois before he does eventually take on the top 10, top 5 contenders in the world. So I hope that this fight gets made. I think it's a great fight for England and us lot over here. And I think it's a great fight for the heavyweight division as well. I think it'll be an entertaining fight. Both of these guys know how to fight. I know a lot of people in my social media circle are picking Daniel Dubois, but I don't think you should underestimate Joe Joyce, man, not at all. I think that he's got the tools and the capabilities to beat Daniel Dubois. He's got a lot more experience than Dubois. So, yeah, I think it'd be a very good fight and one I hope that gets made. But that's my quick thoughts on it, guys. Let me know your thoughts about it in the comment section below. I'll catch you.